partly to increase services, lower average employment rates and build economy, and the left realised it could lead to higher and higher rents, less and less housing and harsher working conditions. That's one reason why voters should think twice about retaining constables in the States, because they probably are all excellent States members and they certainly have their parishes at heart. The problem is that 3 of them are representing around 50,000 people on the island, and the other 9 are representing the other 40 or 50,000. The
particularly wrong thing this year was, of course, 11 were returned without any contested election, which really didn't advertise the system very well.
That suggests that we're running out of candidates and we're running out of ideas for those jobs, and it's confusing because when a person becomes a constable, are they being elected to work on the parish or to have views on island issues, legislation and the economy? I think there's a disconnect there, and
you have constables still in Guernsey, but are they paid at all by the parish?
No, they're all free. 1 or 2 constables have been States members or are currently States members.
You've even had somebody who was all 3, I believe.
Yes. I've thought a lot about the Jersey issue and think that there may be a middle ground between the 2 polarisations, because it did seem to me the 2 entrenched positions from the faction up until now was either keep the constables in the States as they are and go on with a sort of steady, conservative, unknown group of people, or move them by having these large multi-member constituencies across the island. I think if you could have just 2, I think that you could just put 2 parishes together and have 3 deputies for each one of those areas. I could give you more details on it.
Just to go back to the specific, the senatorials.
Then all the constables could and should remain in the States, but they would have to be elected as a deputy for the district as well.
There were 11 senatorial candidates out of the 18 wearing yes badges. Do you think that's significant?
If it's what the people... If that is one of the big issues of this campaign, and I think it actually is.
Does it amount to a party, do you think? Does that amount? I mean, it's a sort of a sub-party within a party, isn't it?
People can vote for the candidates. I mean, the Reform Party is taking a little bit of a line out there of being different, of being radical.
You mentioned the Reform Party and the poster fell down. I hope that's not significant.
And they are a party, not everyone supports Reform. But in a way, maybe the other non-aligned candidates are kind of a party. They just think the same way, perhaps.
It creates a bit of a dilemma.
They're independent individuals.
It creates a bit of a dilemma for somebody who wants to vote no in the referendum, but they want to support a yes candidate, doesn't it?
Yes.
So they have to divorce them from their yes view, don't they?
Yes. But I'm not going to tell Jersey people how they should vote for the referendum or any other issue, but I think that you would have a more diverse states and a more engaged states with more younger female and other candidates if you didn't have the 12 automatic constables being elected.
We're going to have to pack in now because I've got to get you back to the boat, but the Disability Alliance, how's that going in Guernsey?
I did 2 years as a disability champion, handed it on to Aaron Wilkie. He was elected on the post as well. Whereas I had to go through an election, but he did, and he's doing a great job in quietly meeting people, working on the cases, exploring the issues. I think we're making progress on disability law, chaired by former Chief Minister Peter Harwood. Hopefully we have another officer in place. And we now got a senior officer overseeing and coordinating all social policy. I'm optimistic that more hard thinking is going on now than at any other time in the past year. So ask me in 6 months' time whether whether the seeds are actually flowering in the
You
spring.
had an agreed agenda, it wasn't called an agenda, but the states had agreed it, but it got sort of put back a bit, didn't it?
Yes, it did. It's been put back by everybody. And I think, well, other issues keep on appearing. I mean, just this month there was the tragic announcement of the baby's death, which led to the resignation of the Board of
So many
Health and
being
Social
left.
Services.
So many babies though.
Now, that tragedy rightly has focused political and administrative attention on ensuring that the service is completely fit for purpose and that every possible compliance is being made. But will that intensive action lead to diversification of resources from other areas? We have to be careful of that and keep flying the flag for equality, women's issues, disability rights, mental health, and all kinds of other things. We don't want to just sort of be like a butterfly, flitting from topic to topic.
Okay, we better leave it now.
Okay.
Nice to speak to you as always.
Oh.